Welcome to the conclusion of Muppet's Adventure Chaos at the Carnival. The last level is a platformer where you're Kermit and your weapon is a feather. A feather! This is VerticalSandwich. Yeah, when you beat all 4 levels, you unlock this 5th level, Dr. Grump, which again is a platforming level, where you play as Kermit, and again, your weapon, a feather. It can't actually hurt anything. You can't kill those bats. You can't kill any of this stuff. Now you see that there's like a ticket up there. And you'll also see, eventually, you'll see like lipstick tubes. Because Miss Piggy came through here, of course. She would leave things like lipstick. This... Oh, is this ever sadistic. There's a tube of lipstick. I think that's what it is anyway. I will show you as soon as we game over here, because that's what's going to happen. I will show you what the game over screen looks like. I don't know what hit me up there, but now this is the kind of sadisticness I am talking about. Like, you will see, it spawns us over pits at one point here, and like just... the first time I got to this level, I got here, and this is what happened. This is my first run. And then, like, I didn't know, my last guy, like, look at that. I couldn't have gotten to a platform if I wanted to. Like, it just dropped me into space. Twice! That's your game over screen. Ha ha ha, I win. To rescue Miss Piggy, you must play again. It's so sadistically evil. This is how you get those really high bonus items. Jump on the flaming boulders. Exactly what you would expect, right? So, here we go again. Now, I ground for 32 lives. Way more than you would ever need for this level. Here's the crazy thing. I'm going to say this out loud, and you're not going to believe me. I didn't beat the game in this run. 32 lives, all of them achieved by running through that stupid river level over and over and over and over again. Now, you'll see why. You'll see why I didn't beat it, and it's amazing. It's amazing that what happens to me can happen to you in this game. Now, I don't know, we've talked about level of difficulty in kind of the Gonzo level and how it was, but, like, this game has 2 bosses. It has a mini-boss, the Grumpasaurus, and then Dr. Grump. Dr. Grump is surprisingly easy, incredibly easy. And it took me, like, when I finally get to him, it takes me, like, 1 life. I lose 1 life trying to kill him. And it's just because I just didn't know what I was doing. The Grumpasaurus is the hardest thing I have ever dealt with in a video game. It's ridiculous. Here's the thing. Video games can be super hard as long as they have, like, a tight set of logical rules to them. You know? Like, if you do something, it always works. But, like, this game seemingly does not have a good set of logical rules to it. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. And, like, the Grumpasaurus, I think the rule is nothing works. I eventually figure out a strategy for him that I'll explain. I'll explain while you watch him kill me 30 times. I mean, aside from things like that, and the jump controls in here, you can control Kermit in midair, and how long you push the button changes how high he jumps, which actually is pretty tight jumping controls. Like, the controls for Kermit in this platformer aren't bad. The enemies and stuff are impossible to deal with, but and the layout of the course is really horrible. But Kermit's controls are nice. It's like the one thing they did really well. Now, if he actually had, and that thing, him sticking that feather out when he jumps, he does that automatically. That's not me pushing, like, the A button. Okay, so here comes the Grumpasaurus. And, like, there it is. All it does is it puts its arms out, it shoves you. It shoves you! I don't fall 30 times. I do eventually find that I can... See, he hits you like that. He just shoves you. And you fall. Like, that's his attack against you. Like, if you try to go over him, you fall. He'll shove you on your way down. And you'll fall. It doesn't... Even if you manage to hit him, he hits you at the same time. Look at that. That's the Grump. That's what he does. That's what he does. How do you beat that with a feather? He's going to do this to me. Look at this. Look at this. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing. So, here's what you have to do against the Grumpasaurus. Okay, do you see that? Like, the Grumpasaurus pushes forward twice, really, like, in succession. And then there's a time where he doesn't. And what you have to do is you have to move up to him and hit him with the feather at that point in time. It'll hit you, too. But if you do it right away, if it's the first action you make in the game, you can die and knock him off. Now, there is a way to actually make it work where you kill him, which is kind of similar to my strategy. And if you watch other people do, like if you could find somebody else doing it, there is another YouTube video where somebody does it, like, right away. Just, it looks like the easiest thing in the world. It's not. It's super hard. But you'll see it on our next run through this level. But if you watch this, can you imagine my frustration here? This probably would have been worthwhile to record audio for. Although, by now, I had just kind of given up. Where I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand, like, what I had done wrong. Like, how come when I go back half a platform, I fall in that little space, but he doesn't? He is both, like, the lamest boss in a video game and the most frustratingly difficult. And I have played the game Battletoads, people. I really have. I loved that game when I was a kid. Anyway. See, like that hit right there where we hit him. If you can do that right away, you can knock him off. Also, if you have enough space, if you hold the feather out, it will stop him. See, like, now that's the problem. The problem is being able to, like, knock him back and then get in front of him. And then knock him back again. Which I think theoretically is what you're supposed to do. It's not possible. It's not the kind of thing that you can... The controls of the game don't make that. I mean, did nobody test this? Did nobody go like, oh, hey, let's tweak the Grumpasaurus a little because he's flipping impossible? No, nobody said that. Nobody apparently did that. Look at me, frantically button mashing. That is my response, frantically button mashing. And then eventually I just get tired of nothing happening and I just go at him. And I hit him. I mean, I hit him. If that's worth something. See, and that got me a platform up. And, like, if I gotten him one more time after that, I would have had it. Like, I could have theoretically got him here, I think. But then he gains ground again, because he's a ridiculously, monotonously programmed thing. Horrible thing. Jeez. Jeez. And there we go. Ha ha ha, I win. Alright. So, here we go. 12 lives. You actually, this level gives you enough to kind of keep your life total stationary. And one of the things that what I did for this run was if I got to the Grumpasaurus and I didn't do a good attack on him right away and kind of gotten that thing where I would use select because you can hit select and exit out of this level and go back to the main menu and grind for more lives. So I actually came in here initially with like 18. I think at my lowest I was down to 4. But I did, I can see on my screen right now, it took 5 attempts. After that 32 life run, it took me 5 more attempts at the Grumpasaurus to kill him. After watching a video of somebody doing it. So, yeah. And look at that, I hit the fire. I hit the fire in the background. Like, stupid, nonsense video game logic. Seriously. And these platforms, they lead up. And to nothing. To nothing! I called friends of mine when I saw this game, and, like, tried to explain it to them. Was, like, on the phone with them going, like, with a feather! A feather! Like, ugh. And one of them said, you know, like, the saddest thing is, I know you're not kidding. That's what they said. They were just like, the saddest thing is that, like, I know you're not kidding. If you were kidding, like, it wouldn't be funny, but, like... And it's true! It's true, I made this up. You'd be like, that's the dumbest idea ever. But, like, the fact that somebody made this, they made it, they sold this to people. And that the original version of it didn't work. That, like, you couldn't beat it. You couldn't beat the original version of this. It was impossible. So all this frustration to find out that your game didn't work. Why did I pause it here? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, there we go, I died. Okay. Again, this is post-commentary, of course. So, onward. Onward, says the brave Kermit with his feather. Yeah, I mean, like, the life it gives you there, and then, like, the one you get above the spider, the necklace, for no reason. And then the one lipstick you can get very easily. I mean, it's 3 lives this level gives you automatically. As long as you're not too lazy to jump for them, essentially. So you can very easily maintain, you know, take multiple shots at this level. You know, with a reasonable number of guys. Now, this game might not have been so bad had the whole thing been a platformer. You know, with something other than a feather. A yo-yo, for crying out loud. Do what Goonies 2 did. Alright, so if you get over here, as far over as you can right away, and just hold the feather out, he won't come any closer. There you go. That's how you beat the Grumpasaurus, is wait for him to put his arms down, and then move forward a little, and hit him with the feather, knock him off. There you go. Self-sacrifice. And now it cuts. It has to cut to... And now, suddenly, we can throw hearts. And he throws bombs. Now, your hearts will not affect him. Like, what you have to do is throw them as you jump. And I don't know that yet. And eventually what happens is I make a misjump and I die. That's the only reason I died. I don't think he ever hits me. He's so easy. It's so easy to avoid him. There you go. Yeah, I fell back. Like, I myself just fell. So, luckily we don't have to do the Grumpasaurus again. So then I think, like, well, yeah, there we go. That's what you gotta do, right there. And he'll knock them away, or oh, so he did hit us. You knock them away, or they'll hit him. That's it. Alright, that's 3. I think we have to hit him 4 times. It's 4 or 5. There we go, 4 times. And he got one last parting shot. And then here she comes, it's Miss Piggy. And the music changes. Ugh. This song is only ever heard by people who beat this game, people. Or you guys. Ugh. And there we go. Kermit's all dopey looking at the camera. And that's it. Dr. Grump doesn't even go away. He's just standing there watching. He's like, Drat, foiled again. Nah. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. And this will go on forever until you push a button. And then it'll show you the end screen and the credits. But, jeez, people. And I'm glad I could make this for you. Show you this atrocity. Don't ever play this game. You've seen everything you'll ever need to see. Like, we did it. And this will go on, like I said, this will go on forever if you let it. So here you go. Oh, thank you, but it sure took you long enough. Oh my god, that's the end. That's it, everybody. We did it. We did it. I don't know why. I can't stop playing something once I start. So, you guys take care, and thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.